Skype Nest here. We're back playing more Witcher 3. We just helped Zoltano, you can see back there, with some shit to get some cards. And now, after we call Roach, we are going to help out Dandelion, turning his current brothel into a cabaret, which is somehow different.
Think I pissed me trousers.
Yes. Right. Let's go and try and... We need to go and get a prop sword from Madden Irina, which should be around here somewhere. Probably this turn. Yep, this seems the right
How you
route.
go with this evening? I was faffing about minding my own business when suddenly up he
Right, here we go.
Elven blood, eh?
Oh my bloody! I don't know what that means.
As they say,
Right, and then through the back door. Then through this door. And hello, Madam Irina. I need a sword.
So good to see you.
To see you and Dudu know each other
You
well?
and Dudu know each other well?
Yes, though he's never told me much about himself. He was a merchant once?
Yes.
Dudu always had a penchant for enterprise. Probably too honest to succeed in Novigrad, though.
Precisely. I've told him countless times that no matter how many times he changes his appearance, the good in him will always emerge. Bloodthirsty
like him?
tyrants and vicious assassins. He played them so poorly. That must be why. Whereas he always made for an excellent trusted servant or ghost of the old king.
Alright, I need a prop.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage
I don't know
battles.
why.
My, whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Voilà.
Thanks. I'll try not to
That's a
damage
book.
it. So long.
She just handed me a book that was in a blunt sword. Oh, whatever.
I've worked up quite the appetite.
Where's this pretty? Oh, this is up here. Whatever.
Wars. Wars everywhere.
I got that twinge in me back again. Whoa! What killer!
I am a killer. Thank you for noticing.
Got my eye on you. White
Cool. Alright, now we need to go to Sophronia's house. Whoever that be.
Ah,
Are indeed. Straight. Because that's the bathhouse right there. I think
no
we can go fast
lollygagging.
now. Yep, can. Ah, actually, I just missed it.
No loitering round here.
I'm not. Just need to hop over that. And hop over that. And over here.
Come on, Roach.
Had to do that cutscene to get me off the horse. And then I can actually talk to the guy.
Ah, finally made it.
Yes, I
Listen,
have.
here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit.
Bro, I would have just
I'll
let you
have
the
her
money.
eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
This is just
Want me
scumming.
to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
That's it. That's your plan.
Are you serious? That's your brilliant plan?
I never called it brilliant, but any kind of plan is better than none. Written your lines already,
You've written what?
so you know what to say during the performance. Here, Andrew Mask, put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
What?
stop right there.
What is this?
Oh, it's actually working. She's an
Save
idiot.
me!
Read from the card.
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
I shouldn't have gone along with it.
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
This guy's having a fanfiction moment. Read from. I just.
No, not the Crimson
I'll just go along with
Avenger.
it.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret
This
the
woman
day you
seems
were
quite
born.
fucking stupid.
On guard! You're better than I thought.
How dare you get hit in?
Go on, Dandelion!
I
I've
killed
been
him.
hit! Ow!
To the house, quickly! He shan't get us there! Eternal fire, what do you want from us? Leave us be!
This rogue will soon
I'll let you
run
get a
off.
hit in.
I'm sure of it. He wouldn't chance getting caught by the guards.
I let you get hit in.
Would
You didn't do
he?
shit. I still got like a little hit on my eye. Well, that was bloody stupid. I guess she's in there. What is this place? That's a barber's. I could have used a barber's. Whatever, have fun with whatever you're doing. Come on, Roach. Let's get out of here.
Faster.
Oh, you lost
Like a racehorse.
like a new race ticks. You're a bigger rat picker than me.
That made no sense. It's morning now anyway.
Save me.
Oh,
I'm dying.
Jimmy calls.
I basically got the guy laid. Even though he should be with that Priscilla. Whatever, it's done now.
Old man Newman left me a gift last time.
Amazing.
He never took me nothing but
Way up to Zoltan.
Zoltan.
Get up.
Nothing going on here.
Nice talk.
and carry
You,
What
that
else
is
is
the
here?
I'd give you a discount.
Doo-doo.
for-
Greeting.
Nothing to talk
Take
to.
care.
Oh,
Oh, Priscilla. Hello, Priscilla.
I haven't the strength, Geralt. Perhaps you can talk some sense into
Surely.
him.
Oh,
Which? Ah!
But why have I not equipped this? Oh, because I used the fucking blood sword. I used the blood sword and I still kicked his ass. You know what, I'll keep the blood sword, it's memory. Plus I don't really sell anything anymore, do I mean, I don't really... You know what I mean? I've got a Moon Wraith trophy and a Chort trophy. Okay, goes there.
Brave lads from the guard already on that butcher's trail.
I'll wait till 6. You gotta be back by now, right, Dandelion?
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies
Who
are
the fuck's this
all
guy?
hauled in and the crew's raring to work.
Oh, this is the guy I took
We'll
the,
start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you
This is the
finally
guy that
decide
Zoltan
what
introduced me to.
style you want for this interior?
Maybe they should the same guy. What are our choices?
What are our choices?
Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor. Promised to let us know his choice as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust the vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
He'd probably like a boudoir. But Amos. But the boudoir style's better for a cabaret.
Boudoir seems like a better fit for cabaret. Just don't go overboard on stuffed upholstery.
A wonderful choice it is.
I made the decision. Fuck them.
Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
If I let her choose it, she would have probably chosen theatre, and, well, theatre's fine and all. But
Oh well, guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. You'll have to keep an eye
well,
on
he
the
didn't
business.
spend the night
Who
with
would've known?
somebody else.
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
Does he? Don't think so.
We talking about the same Dandelion? Man who loses a fortune worth half of Novigrad in one night?
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Not
Sure
many
hope
matter.
your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's
But the
possible with
Polly is
Dandelion.
in our trouble.
Let me see if I can't find him.
Witcher?
I guess by the time I got back, this is gonna be good for you.
Come on, Roses.
Right, find Dandelion. We'll go this way. Zoltan Shivek. Oh, he's there annoying a lady. What are you doing, Dandelion?
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me.
Because you seduced her or something?
Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
I think the
No
same.
idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait, do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's
You
not
spoke.
as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary and Thyme. They worked on the dance numbers I composed.
Right.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The
Sure.
one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter and start looking.
Let's find the key.
Fine. Let's find the key.
Right there.
Find anything?
Not here.
It only ever rains these days.
Polly's
The
home.
key.
One Dandelion. You gonna get up, girl? One Dandelion. One locked. Let's go in.
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your
Cabaret.
excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split
Bro,
your
you're hitting
skull.
above your level.
My friend asked you nicely. So please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right.
But
Talk.
actually-
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels. Get out of here, both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Let Dandelion finish.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management.
We're doing a
I,
cabaret.
however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say... coin?
That's
And
right.
fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
He's all in.
Suppose... in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
I decided on a boudoir theme, bro.
Well, I'm off.
I'll catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
You handled it
You
well.
handled it well, Dandelion. Man was body in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the
You did
key
handle it
is
well.
to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it.
I
to
did
the
have to
hilt.
intersect,
So,
interject
time to
a
head
few
back.
times.
I've still got to stop by Rotlex. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
Who's not like almost with these
Who's
lappets?
Rotlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
He does all
Commissioned a
the time.
portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
Alright, I'll get the placards.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary, or Priscilla will have my head.
I've
Really?
decided on boudoir.
You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon. Got a minute?
Alright, whatever.
See you, Dandelion.
One roach. Let's get going.
All right.
See you, bro.
It's a material world.
TV of go, yes I know. Across the bridge we go. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba-da. Alright, let's take a left here. And then straight ahead. Past the Golden Sturgeon. And to this way. And here we are. This the place?
Pam, Param, Pam, Pam.
Can't just be that easy, can it?
Back there and look.
Here we go. Yep, some folks.
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city. But I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
It's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
I'll kill you. I just want some placards.
Take what you want. I'm just here for some placards.
You deaf? Didn't you hear me? This is all mine now.
Alright, I tried to be
Fuck
nice,
off,
bro.
freak.
And here I thought we'd resolve this peacefully. Let's dance.
Alright, that was fair. You got lucky there because I went up the stairs. Hell, you guys were tough to beat. Did a lot of damage with your fists.
Tell me what you want, damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rodlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vehicle Bud Estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
This fucking...
See? Wasn't that easy. Could have said so right away.
You just... This guy's gotta have some good shit, yeah? Let's check upstairs. Oh, just an alcohol. Whatever, let's get out of here. We should go to the Vengelwood Resort.
Oh, I tell you, this is
Not a headache again.
Up here should be... Where the hell am I?
Will you buy me something pretty, darling?
Yeah, of course, dear.
No.
What would you like?
I don't know
What
where
are
I'm
the
lying.
googly eyes? Got a case of the bloats.
I just started running.
Why?
I think down here is where I need to go. Yeah, there we go. There's a fast travel. And off to the Vengelwood we go. Let me check if there's any exclamation marks around. I can't bother to check all the way up there. I'm sure there's stuff going on there, but fuck that noise. How big the area is. Right, let's go. Vengelwood Residence. Ouch. There you are, out of the forest. I wonder if I'm allowed inside. I haven't been here after all. There's no gods this time around. Nope. Not allowed inside. There is a way inside, I think, though. But I've not bothered to find it.
Move it!
I went to the races. To this bloody Rollick.
Well, Rutledge.
Well,
Seems you're a considerable psalm in the red, but you shan't back out on that account, eh?
Who?
You Rodlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art, at your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away, yet, alas, I cannot fetch them. As a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Right.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. Now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
I can race. Who's Count de Louverton?
Generous. Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem dealers. One debt more or less makes little difference to him.
What's there to worry about?
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle
You
up.
gotta have a ride,
Clean slate.
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
I just want those placards.
Listen, all I really want are the placards. Tell me where you tucked them away and I'll be out of your hair.
Forgive me, I cannot. I hid them with family heirlooms that would work those barbarians lurking outside my home into a slavering froth.
Then go fetch them yourself. I'll wait here.
If I show my face there without coin, they'll beat me to a pulp. I must win back my debt somehow, else I'll never return home.
Alright. Well, I'm not going to do it without thingy, but I'm also not going to pay for your shit, so I'll win the race for you.
Let's do this. I'll enter the race. You'll bet on me, win, pay your debts, then give me the placards.
Were that good a rider?
Far from the worst. Go tell the Count you accept his offer.
That's a lot of trust he's placing on me.
Long live the free Temeria.
Alright, just got straight up ahead of me. Which I don't like. Ah, but I'm ahead of him now. And like them apples, huh? I just gotta make sure I'm going on the right track. I have lost a race before by going the wrong way. Stamina soon. There's a boss in the way. Oh, he managed the whole place. Whole thing.
Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Why don't you all just get off my back?
Mastercrafted saddle. What am I getting one of those for?
Bailiff's a harsh man. Best not cause any trouble at the inn.
Come on, climb that easy. I know there's a secret way into this place. I want to find it. Just because, really. Actually, I don't know why. Still, it'd be a fun thing to do. Outskirts of the Venglewood estate. We'll turn in this corner. Seems to be all quite solid, really. Not even a single gate. Something there, but I think this is the back of the place. I feel like it's in this corner. Oh. There really is no point to this. I've done everything that's supposed to be done here. That goes into the maze. Oh, I got in.
You'll frighten me, kiddies.
Pretty sure I got in. Did I not get in? I don't think I'm in, actually.
And this?
Every floor
The aroma is positively fascinating.
Very jasmine, a hint of wood, rose petals from the air, civet.
She's the mum.
Eternal
What's
fire.
that? An excretion from the hind end of the carcass. There it is.
Oh, I didn't get in. It was a mistake. Oh, whatever, let's go back to Dandelion. 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 Gate of the High Rock.
Duty calls.
Should have stayed in the forest with my unit. At least I've died.
Well, this is
Wash your hands.
Master Dandelion and Priscilla!
okay. Let's go in.
In G major, and
I've told you, the piece is sad.
Alright,
Melancholy.
much better than what it was before.
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
no, not all. But I'd imagine something more, you know, more theatrical. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
It's not the Rosemary and Thyme anymore.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary and Thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
I suppose that's good. What about choreography?
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't. But Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers. Premier will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
Alright.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
I was gonna have to go get it.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Alright, cool.
Why not?
That's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
He saw right.
And she say anything about me?
Alright, bro. Praise your rationality.
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
Which you're not.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time.
You didn't know how to take that.
One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Oh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from The Cloak and the Dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
Oh, alright. Okay. You've got some loyalty. Alright, I support you.
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course you did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Alright, you changed your tune, bro.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Vulmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt?
Oh no.
Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course, let's go.
In comes the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah!
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
Oh,
I'd
her
say
face
that's
is...
certain. Her condition's critical but stable.
Oh,
Beg your
what
pardon,
the
but
fuck
you
happened?
are a relative?
What happened to her?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Well, I don't understand.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery.
I'm confused.
Until
Why
recently,
didn't she
a
attack?
lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus.
Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
So this was no robbery.
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
Have we got
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla?
I need to look into
Is someone
this.
looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him. And kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse.
Oh,
It
we're
has
gonna do
yet
some
to be
L.A. Noir
autopsied.
shit. Sherlock Holmes
Doing
shit.
so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him.
I like you, Doctor.
Not
Love him or
unlike
whatever.
a tumor.
You'd be putting yourself in danger.
Great
somehow.
analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take
I like your
care of
mutton chops,
myself.
dude.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar.
That is mightier than the
Don't be shy.
The scalpel is
Any
mightier
idea
than the
what
scalpel.
leaves such a mark?
A flail.
What?
Morningstar, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Okay. Can I get into
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemmelfart himself.
Thanks.
Hemmelfart. What the hell is this little...
So, preventive medicine. Practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Is it not better to nip the problem in the bud? I tried to get the temple guard to enter the sewers, alas.
Oh, so he's a good dude.
To no avail. So I took matters into my own hands.
At no charge. You damn...
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Hey! Help! Help!
Alright. Let's go. Just look around and some shit. Alright, let's continue on.
Show me what you got. Priscilla. How's it look? Give it to me straight. No sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
smoke now.
Take the ladder.
Alright, let's go.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
That's what he gave me for the... Hello?
Looks like necrophages got to this one. Let's keep looking. Human. Wrong body type.
Oh, you are bright red. What about you? Is it you?
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Head.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Priscilla was looking at... examining the eye sockets.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Let's look in his mouth.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
So something was forced down his mouth. And the
See
larynx
this?
has been cut.
Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed,
The eyes,
so thin as
the
to be
mouth,
nearly
the
unnoticeable.
voice.
A small, extremely sharp instrument.
The taste.
Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Well, that's all. And let's look at something else. Torso.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Examine the chest wound.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
What? Oh, you're going in. Okay. You replaced the heart with something? What are you getting out? Marble?
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. I'm afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
So you put an egg in him. Let's check the skull.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Okay, let's open his abdomen.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
That's fine.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde.
He was
A
getting
medical
stuffed.
novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains
That's
why
what
there's
was
no
poured
smell
down
of
the throat.
decay. And why his throat's scalded.
This is what happened to Priscilla as well. Alright, let's check something else. Hands.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
So
Yes, that of the victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
Alright, let's look at his legs.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
And a different sense of humor.
And best to last, genitals.
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Alright, I know enough.
Alright. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
This was punishment, no more two murderers mad, rather than I share my conclusion. Oh, something was going on. Eyes were moved. Ritual murder?
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth.
Eternal fire.
Fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Take it you two know each other.
You old friends.
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine. Long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a
Dr.
bit.
Hero Luke,
A compliment.
not like you.
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
He looks younger than you. Alright, where was it found?
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the Market Square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people?
Oh, I saw this guy.
I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased.
Alright,
Here
cool
to
guy.
collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
That's fine. I didn't get a full chance to explore, and it's definitely that motherfucker.
Why'd you cover for
Right,
us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. You didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
It's the motherfucking Reverend. He was also there when Ciri was disappearing in the light and Dandelion got caught. Who was Nathaniel?
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the Eternal Fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Definitely this motherfucker.
Dream job.
It's gotta be.
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Okay. Alright, I won't press you.
Don't aim to press
That's
you.
your shit.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
The folk in this city.
Yes, Geralt?
Gwen? These murders.
These murders. Got any suspects?
No, Geralt. Though all in all I should have.
What do you mean?
By virtue of my profession, I know Novigrad's underworld better than most. Dozens of mercenaries,
Damn, that woman's
racketeers,
working with peppers.
bandits, and
She's going
hired
somewhere.
assassins have had their turn on my operating table.
Oh, clearly she doesn't.
Rogues, one and all. But I believe even they could not kill in this manner. So horribly
That
cruel.
guy's bloody chilling.
Yet cold,
He's vibing.
methodical, with absolute precision. Concluding this overlong explanation, I've no notion who's behind it, but I fear them like hell.
Why is the university in
Why is the
Oxford
university
closed?
in Oxenford closed?
Because it suits Radovid. You've not heard the story? The rector wished to grant him an honorary doctorate. The faculty disagreed. Nonetheless, Radovid arrived for the ceremony, donned a gown, collected his diploma, and when it was over, imprisoned the deans and the entire academic senate so they wouldn't raise a stink.
What an ass.
I've been at Vilmerius Hospital ever since. But perhaps it's for the best. I'm far more adept, scalpel in hand,
Oh, she's
than
also
I ever
vibing
was
back there.
behind a lectern.
Do you know a woman named Shawnee?
Know another surgeon from Oxenford Academy. Her name's Shawnee. Know her? Red hair, cropped short, freckles.
And a hopeless idealist. Naturally, I know her. She was my assistant for a year.
Any idea where she is now?
My gut tells me she's somewhere along the front, patching up pikemen. I told her it would be futile. In the time she saved 100 lives, another 1,000 would be lost. But medics with a mission. You can't argue with them.
Alright. See you later, bro.
Farewell.
So I'm doing this quest right now. Coronal Sins! Investigate the alley where Priscilla was attacked in the place where the cold cover died. Find Eustace, the corpse collector. Let's look up which one's closer. This one's closer. Find Eustace, the corpse collector. Over this way.
Bloody bandits! Can't go out in the street!
What the hell just happened here?
At least before they didn't used to kill women.
Fall or foul of the king of beggars, and you get no mercy no matter who you are.
You, Eustace, the corpse collector.
Why are they all on the floor?
How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue.
Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
Looked at other bodies with those injuries.
One of them. So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every
He's
last
definitely
one.
fucking done all this shit.
Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid.
You're a weird guy. You searched him?
You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets, made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
What was in his pockets?
Tom, what did you find on him?
As you wish.
Only works on single people,
Triflings,
mostly.
baubles, gloss-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Hit him. Fuck this guy. Dickhead.
Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
Piece of shit.
Safe to go out on the streets anymore.
Fuck you, Eustace.
Shoulder off. Don't know nothing else.
What happened to the massacre reporters? They say they just brought bravery small. Finally, they flushed them out with fire.
Roach. Back up, maybe.
Right, Roach.
Alright, let's go, Roach. We'll go to whichever's closest.
Has it always been crooked?
Did you get your scruff, you know?
Looks that way. Stand to see
This one says 87.
Loutish.
I'm guessing this is closer.
Walking about all door-faced, scaring decent folk.
So, how do you go with this thing?
Giddy up.
In here?
Anyone home?
Begun, or I'll set me hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer. Looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on in. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
All these halfling and dolls look the same, man. Most of them. Charming creatures.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. A better backing dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. As soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raised his fighting dogs. Bought these two mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. I sleep sound at least.
So you are...
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
Well, I think you can just call it Myers.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Big ass
Name it.
dogs.
I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Know much about the murder?
Tell me what you know about the murder. In order. In detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenford, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here.
Oh, you wanted to see the hangman?
See
You
the soot stains?
bastard.
That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Not to. But even if I had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes.
Poor lanes. I'm guessing that's boots or pants. Your brother have any enemies?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, he were a good dwarf, craftsman like no other. But he were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring.
That's why he has
Took the following
syphilis.
one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
I'll kill him.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
What? Dickhead dog. Since it is in sermon. Probably not actually a citizen and a reverend.
Aye.
I mean to talk to you.
Be my guest.
I'm trying to click on this bloody thing, but it don't work. Whatever.
Murderer dragged something heavy. Statues. Or a corpse. Murderer dragged something heavy. Statues. Or a corpse. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not
right ahead.
looked inside since they found Fabian.
Oh, right.
I'll open it for you
it's
if you want.
untouched. Good. Untouched crime scene. Why has nobody else investigated this? Must be glad you didn't look inside. Oh wait, no, you went straight in.
More bloodstains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood. Left a few stains behind.
Your dog ass is coming through the wall. What's this?
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten.
So they just removed them.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked. Nothing interesting here.
Aye. Nothing to talk about. Already know exactly what happened.
Already know what happened. Fabian was in the workshop. Murderer attacked him there. They struggled. Fabian was overpowered. Then tortured. For a time.
I needn't know the details. Truth be told, I hadn't the stomach for him.
He was
When it was
raped
over,
profusely.
the murderer dragged Fabian to the courtyard. Then made a pyre of sculptures, set them aflame.
But why? Why do all that?
To teach a lesson. To him, you, the whole city.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Fine. Won't let...
Alright, have a nice day. Your dog's stuck in the wall.
You look familiar.
You
Faster.
look stupid. It's right up here.
Not so fast, Roach.
Oh, they're blocking the way.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
I get the feeling.
Shut off!
Hey, handsome.
Wailing Wendy. No. Talk to me. You've got an actual name. Whistling. Oh, it's just Whistling Wind.
Fucking come on!
I got you clean, you lass.
Bucket me bug!
Come on, bro.
Think you'll get me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, what are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene
Oh, that's
of
what
their
that was
crime?
about.
Me and my
my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Go ahead. You and Priscilla friends?
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered.
Maybe you've got a bit
I was
too
looking to
shrewd,
give up
John
whoring.
Liv.
Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see? Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire.
That's why she
Whistling
was
Wendy on
attacked.
stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Alright, Priscilla wasn't the
Priscilla
fucking
wasn't the
reverend.
sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Of course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
I'll be kidding.
Call any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Alright, farewell.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally, we'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
I will.